You think I can end on a loss like that? You must have lost your mind. That's not going to happen with a guy like me. 25 bucks and a foil joker if we just have the good fortune to make 600 points in 4 hands. I mean, that's a dream come true for a guy like me. That's like a 100-point hand. It's basically unplayable. You got 2 pair, but like we gotta remind ourselves that that doesn't really mean anything. I think we want to play 2 flushes. I'm gonna take a very wild play there. All we need to do, we drew the heart already. Now just draw 1 diamond. My God, we might need to play 1 little hand of detritus afterwards. Yeah, something like a 3 so that we can doink it. I still think that should be worth $1 extra. I think it would just be a nice little bit of flair. I don't think it would imbalance things. What do I know? I'm not a game designer. I'm just saying I think it'd be fun. Okay, this is crazy. Foil hiker. And then 2 buffoon packs. Like hiker early is awesome. Let's indeed get ride the bus. Now we got 2 progressive jokers. Just don't play face cards. Discard spades. I mean, we have 3 progressive jokers. So our hands are not going to be worth too much right now, but like in the future, man, you want us to discard spades. I think right now, dump this. It dumps a spade. I was going to say we want to play flushes. This is a weird hand. It's not going to build any mult. Is that okay? I guess we can almost play a flush. It uses a face card. But you know what? I like it because it also uses 4 non-face cards. So that, like, hiker can start to buff some cards. I would really like to get ride the bus going here. Considering your foil, we're probably okay, right? So what if you just played, like, ace, king, queen, jack, 7. My thinking here is, you know, you get 1 more hand. We get to increment ride the bus a little bit. Same deal here. We're gonna at some point ride the bus needs to do something. Hiker is not helping too much, but like this is the delicate zone right now where we just wanna make sure everything's okay. We should have used our last discard on some spades, admittedly. That one's because we're only getting 3 chips around, which is like, you know, essentially 0, but just work with me. Now, hack would go crazy. Wee Joker is insane, man. That's exactly what we want to see. We have like a perfect hack build here. Obviously, we can't take any more jokers. So again, all these jokers are progressive. So we gotta chill a little bit. You want us to discard clubs? I see that we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but I would love to discard some clubs, man. And then you can play a 2 in a flush. That's basically what I'm looking for. 2, 7, 6, 4, 3. That's not a flush. That's a flush. So I think, just looking at this run right now as it's starting to come together, obviously Castle can go. We need to be very careful about ride the bus. Castle can go because Wee Joker kind of does the same thing, but it's easier for me to play with. Embarrassingly enough. Let's go next, man. We don't need anything yet. Hearts are debuffed. Drawing a 2 of hearts when hearts are debuffed kind of stings. You want me to discard spades? I'll be content to do that. I was hoping to draw another 2. You still want me to discard spades? That's tough for a guy like me, but let me see what I can do here. The next thing, I mean, our econ is getting up there, which is fantastic. We would just love it to get totally sorted so we could feel good about starting to buy tarot cards. Now, this is like exactly what I'm hoping for here. This really has the feel of like a hack run. Hack would be amazing. Ballot would be really good, like to re-trigger 2s to get Wee Joker popping, and then tarot cards to turn more cards into 2s. Like, this seems like a great econ play on Ante-3 to give us more options. And then, like, a death card or a card to perhaps... I mean, I'll Wheel of Fortune on this, but a glass 2 is an interesting idea. Foil Wee Joker. I'm not mad at it. Now, honestly, like, the duo would be amazing if it didn't deprecate, but so be it. All right. Twos. 4 of a kind 10s means we're there. What do you want us to discard? Spades. Okay, we're probably not going to be able to discard many, but I refuse to discard my 10 just in case. So I'm gonna throw Dookie at you. We got to get twos. Twos are our win condition long term. Even if we have to play just one. Like, this is the kind of run where I think it would behoove us to have some patience. Bizarrely, like, our only mult is Ride the Bus, and it's not hooking us up yet. Because we're winning too fast because of all of our accoutrement, but it's hard to be mad about it. And what are your 42 chips? I mean, you're kicking the crap out of Wii Joker so far. But Wii Joker, it's gonna catch you. I wouldn't be too stressed out about that. Let's go. Yeah. Want to see a 2, please? I don't want to win too early. Is it possible we could just play this and avoid winning too early? No, that's still a really good hand. Okay, well, it's clear to me we need more 2s in the deck. They're not really giving us many options. Maybe we're missing out by not taking the Celestials, but... Okay, oh man, if you had us discarding clubs, you're literally useless here, but if you had us discarding clubs, I'd be living the high life right now, man. How about a 2? No 2s. How about, we might win too fast here. That's okay. I mean, if you win too fast all the way to the end of the game, then, like, we call that a win, I think. Also, some people find it flattering, so get off my case. It's a lot of pressure. 12 bucks. We need this. Okay, the discard also goes crazy for Castle. I don't want another Wheel of Fortune. I want a way to make our 2s more prodigious. We don't really have a hand that we're playing yet either. If only, man. If only. On Ante 4, I'm starting to get a little nervous. Not for any other reason than, like, the game is going to start to scale up in difficulty pretty quick. And we're not going to be getting the same kind of utility out of, like, 10 flat mult that we're getting from Wii Joker right now. Sorry, you want us to discard hearts. That's a good thing to pay attention to. More discards, of course, also gives us a chance to get more 2s. I think if we play, like, trash, we probably won't win on this hand, which means we'll have one... Never mind. I was hoping for one extra hand to draw hearts, but whatever. Okay, still on that Jumbo Arcana lifestyle. No death card. Strengthening aces would have been nice, but, you know, we could always benefit, as minor as it is, we could always benefit from Hanged Manning some face cards. And then... I don't really want to take, like, a random Joker. I think we just send it. But I'm... 30,000 points is the sort of thing that is sticking in my craw a little bit. I'm a little bit concerned about that. So now would be a very good time to get serious. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Of course you could play 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll chariot you just while we're here. Diamonds. You want to discard diamonds? We could play Ace 2, 3, 4, 5. We could also just play a 2. I bet Ace 2, 3, 4, 5 probably doesn't win too early. So you can hold it for now. Like, again, we're trying to minimize the speed at which we win in order to maximize the utility of Wii Joker. So just getting one more 2 out of this and just dropping it in, you know, free ball, that's good. That's a win for us. It would have been nice to use a discard. We've got to be a little bit more aggressive with our discards. Please, some death cards. A death card. You love to see it. And we get to play 2. I don't really want to make you gold. That's, like, borderline useless, I think. But just another 2 is fine. We could have made it wild, I guess. There's no reason not to. We should have done it earlier. But wild is a pretty low opportunity cost, I would say. And then maybe... I mean, we tend to play these. At some point, we gotta... You're very unlikely to win without either, like, a huge multer or, like, you've selected the hand of your dreams. Okay, that's very nice. So this is a real tough spot for us. Obviously, you probably start with a discard. Getting some 2s feels nice. I don't even mind that it's not a straight flush. I just want to see what you're cooking up here. score-wise. 10,000. It's the sort of thing that can freak you out a little bit. Let's do a full house while we're here. $12,000. We got you, which is nice. Of course, we could use a discard. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna stall on the discard. I'm not worried about the opportunity cost on this one. I'm worried about the cost. That's perfect. Oh, you beautiful creature. How about a 2? I should have paid attention to the diamonds. We could have probably gotten more out of castle, but getting that 2, that hits the spot, man. And you're at plus 21. So, probably at some point, Hiker can go. I don't know when, okay? Did I not buy... I did buy blank, so we should have the chance for another Joker spot coming up eventually. We have a big... Like, our Jokers are progressive. That's why... Not to brag, but I'm not just dumping them into skips. I think, like, it's important for us to slow our roll a little bit. Now, this is nice, man. You could play 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, we want to do as many hands as possible, because Hiker obviously makes our most played cards much, much better, and We Joker gets substantially better. I'm dumping it. As time goes on, but especially, obviously, the more you play 2s. So you want us to discard clubs? I think we're going to win, so I'm going to do it, even though it means... Like, we may miss a chance to get some 2s or something. Who knows? Well, it could have worked out. I don't want to win too early. Give me 4, 8, 9, 10. Not the best hand you're ever going to see from Hiker, and we still won. It's okay. We're chipped up, man. We are chipped up. We're kind of lacking a little bit in the multing department. You piece of junk, man. You know how awesome this would have been the perfect time for you to just draw a 2. I guess we've only got 5 of them, so it's kind of like a big ask. I'm gonna Hierophant some aces. Maybe we can strength one of them into a 2 later. And now I am taking a stab at this, man. No. Not worth. Forget a negative. I think we gotta keep things moving. You want us to discard spades? That's music to my mother frickin' ears. You're at 111. I mean, it's quite a race that we got going on here. I would do one more discard of 1 spade to draw a 2. Thank you so much. Plus 20 extra chips. Very sizable. 13,000 points for a 2. In this economy? This is I mean, it's kind of like... the scores are looking fantastic, obviously. But this is kind of like a non-traditional way to progress your run. Like, our highest level hand is like a level 2. I can't buy anything. I mean, I could maybe sell something and buy something, but I don't want it. It's too late. I don't want Runner at ante 5. We already got our progressives, man. Don't question the flow. Just don't play a face card. Playing a face card will basically, like, ruin your run instantly. I'm willing to play this. Consider this a discard without discarding, okay? I don't want to win off this hand. No problem there. I hope that you guys are spades. Nope, none of them were spades. That's almost unbelievable, but that's okay. We get to play a 2. I'm going to discard everything that scares me. We got 3 spades discarded out of that. We're going to play a 2. I mean, we're sitting pretty. I mean, this is like okay. This is the inverse of, like, one of the runs we had in the last episode where, like, our planets did everything, our jokers did nothing. This one is like our planets do nothing, our jokers do everything. Sorry, Constellation, it's just not, it's not the right time. I do like you. We kind of need strength. Erosion I love, I just don't think it's the right run. And I wish that I did, but I will buy this voucher probably. So strength is of the utmost. What do you like? You want me to dump hearts? I can do that. I'll dump some hearts for you. I would love to see another ace. Just one more ace. I mean, I hate to do it, because this is like screwing up castle, but it's so good for us. Long term, if we just draw one more ace, my god. The plan has come to fruition, people. It has. The more twos, the merrier. And now, I'm sorry to say it. Another two? It's hard to think that castle is going to stay in front of We Joke. I mean, it's already behind, I guess. With no discards remaining. You got to use your head. 15 times 2 versus 20 times 2 versus 30 times 4. I'm willing to take a stab at this, but it's a bit spicy, okay? So that's 20,000. Well, actually, maybe it's not spicy at all. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. This should win, though. You know what would go crazy on this? Just getting a couple blue seal cards, just so like we could spread the love around when it comes to like what we're playing. You know, just getting like one black hole would really elevate this run to a large degree. I mean, right up. What do you want me to discard? Spades? That's beautiful, man. Maybe it is possible to win a run like just with chips. I'd kind of be surprised, but you know, I'm surprised a lot in video games. You want me to discard spades, of which I have none. The rudeness. This should be a good hand that doesn't win. Like the scaling from the blinds is getting up there. We'd love to play another full house. We'd love to play, and here's the key point, another full house. Another full house you shouldn't have. I thought the old lady threw it into the ocean at the end. You went down and got it for me. Beautiful. Perfect. You couldn't ask for anything better than this, okay? Use the exact right number of hands, completely torpedoed our econ, but man, oh man. If we could sell Hiker at this point for a multer, Scholar is like the antithesis of what we're looking for. What's the blind? 0 discards? That's potentially kind of dangerous, but I think we gotta send it. Like I can't spend my last $5 on this one. So you gotta go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or maybe because we have chips, we'll go ace 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't be messing around on this one. I think we gotta play 4 pretty good hands. We want to see like 30,000 each. Slightly more than 30,000 is nice. This is a little devastating. High card is about as good as 2 pair, but 2 pair discards more cards. So I think you gotta go like 9, 9, 7, 7, dump the 8, and you got great like straight potential with a 2 in here. This should be like 20,000. This is gonna be a little disappointing. Oh, there's still 30. That's nice. In that case, we don't need to sweat it as much. We could probably even, you know, throw in like a flush. 5 cards get chipped up with Hiker. It's about 30,000. And then like anything that scores 2 2s is gonna be okay. I still think, considering how close we are to like the hand threshold, we're one multer away from really getting optimistic. And obviously like econ's tight. I don't feel like I can just afford to like spend money looking for something that may or may not exist. Though I wish I could. 2s, please. Honestly, I do like the opportunity when it shows up to play a flush, even if it's not the highest scoring hand. 5 cards getting a little bit of extra chip support. It's like it could have some stealth meaning for you. I see the straight here, but we're hooking up castle. All things considered, castle has actually been like pretty nice for us. It's given us 183 chips. Now it's no Wii Joker, but like we're in the Nintendo Switch era, you know? Are you gonna live in the past forever? I think you gotta throw a 2. If it wins, good. Even better. It won. Now, I was hoping it wouldn't. But you said, I know what I said, okay? I know what I said. This is a very tough decision. The 50 chips from Hiker is... I don't want to say it's not meaningful, but it's not as meaningful anymore because we're getting like close to 500 chips around through these. So proportionally, like this is 10% of our score at most, right? We can't get rid of this as our only mults. These are almost like too good to lose it. I mean, especially we Joker. So I think this is a multer and we can play straights, but I don't think this is the multer we're looking for because our base level straight is like it's level 1. So I think as spooky as this might look, you might just go Invisible Joker, and maybe we try to make the run work without a multer, which sounds ridiculous. It sounds not possible. And here I go doing it, man. Here I go doing it nonetheless. Trying to do it, I should say. Now, the loss of Hiker is insidious, because it's like it's a loss of opportunity cost. We won't win too fast. It's a spicy round here. We may not win at all. Obviously, I'm hoping we do. We got one more hand left. 44,000. It should be doable. We have a full house. What is a full house score versus a flush? It scores enough to make me care. Discard hearts that don't screw up your full house. We got 3 discards. Anything helps, man. You can now discard these without screwing up your full house. And we have one more discard remaining. But no... Well, we do have a heart to discard, which is kind of insane. 60 times 7, or like, do you want... Buddy, it's real hard for me to not play 2 2s with a wee Joker. I'm sorry to do it. Here's your counterfactuals, okay? 4 of a kind 7s, obviously better on score. If we don't think we'll win, then this is what you have to play. If you think you win, you discard these, because you get 3 extra chips on every subsequent hand, plus 16 extra chips on every subsequent hand. Or the alternative is you may just lose. But actually, we just got a third 2, which might even change the calculus further, but we gotta be right. We gotta be right. Ooh! I know you were probably typing in chat like, you're good, but it gets a little hot once you get up there. Now, Fibonacci, demonstrably, I wish this wasn't the case, but demonstrably worse than Ride the Bus. Even if we play 5 of a kind 2s. If we had more Joker spots, it's like a no-brainer, but I think we gotta... Yeah, we're playing a lot of 2-pair. Just the extra mult we get off of that is... Well, I don't want to say it's something, but it's not nothing. This is unfortunately a skip. What do you... Decrease level of played poker hand. Always like a slap in the face when it happens, but it's okay. Full house has not been leveled up at all. And if we have to deprecate like a hand, then so be it. Like, because we gotta not lose. It's one of the interesting things about a guy like me. Dump it, dump it, dump it. We can't dump this, obviously. Dump these. You gotta get castle pumping here. How about a 5-5-5-2-2? Full house is worth something to me, man. Y'all? Two discards. They want us to discard diamonds. The chips are not going to make a big difference here. I think we got to try for like a 4 of a kind. It's not the end of the world to just play full houses because we have buffed them a little bit, but like it's going to be mighty close. I think we lose. Oh, okay, you know what? I mean, we're 24 minutes in, we go again. It's Sunday. Done everything I need to do today, quite frankly. Let's get it going. We were one Gross Michelle into a Cavendish away from speedrunning that one. You can tell, you don't have to believe me. I can tell we're knocking on the door. I feel like our fundamentals have been pretty good today. Honestly, they just playing diamonds and winning easily sounds good to me. How about a rare joker? Maybe we could find a rare joker to build around. There's something in the code. You can't tell me there's not something in the code. We get a greedy joker, and then we draw 1 diamond out of 10 cards. Like, it's just... Local Thunk, you must think that we're stupid, quite frankly. You must think we're born yesterday. Obviously, like, that just... Oh, the guy who's in Stats 101. Oh, it's observer bias. It's a guy who's living his real life right now, observing something. No bias, brother. Just anecdotes. And if anecdotes aren't data, then what the heck is? Love ya. Love ya. Uncommon Joker baseball card. Kind of sucks now that I think about it. Kind of sucks that we only have 4 Joker spots with this, but hey, you must think I was born yesterday, Local Thunk. This is getting ridiculous. This is getting absurd. Okay, what can we learn from our previous run, by the way? I would say you can learn that even if there's great things to buy early, maybe focusing on like 1 or 2 of them and then getting your econ up instead of going all in might be a more advantageous way of getting to success. Call me crazy on this one. I feel like Ectoplasm just kind of sucks because it'll probably hit one of our perishable jokers. So I'm going to snooze on that one. I'll take a devil card, quick little cash injection. We should be fine, like, for the moment. I'm sorry to tell you this, we're going to be playing diamonds as much as possible, even though Local Thunk made them super heavy, so they go straight to the bottom of the pack. I don't know why he would do something like that. It's a little insulting to me, but that's okay, because, you know, we're a different kind of beast. Would have been nice. Would have been nice. Would have been, could have been, but alas, here we are. That barely got us there. We're only on ante 2, so don't cry about it yet. Lots of money for where we're at. Not much to do with it. Fool card gives us the devil or a random joker. Honestly, I mean, this requires great self-control and long-term thinking. But I feel like getting those early devil cards, like typically they cost $3. If you use them right, they pay for themselves on the first hand that you draw them. We do not take those. Under no circumstances do we take those. Suit me. I mean, there's multiple ways out of this one, man. This must be a pair. That's 80 points? Am I stupid? Don't answer that, man. Hold that diamond. This is 4 sevens. Like, if this doesn't get us there, I don't know how to feel about Balatro anymore. All right. And we got... So, again, the devil cards are a slow burn. It's a long-term play. I love you. I mean, Vagabond, one of my favorite jokers in the game. Obviously, I love Fortune Teller as well. And we have to spend money to make Vagabond work. We only get a little bit of time with Vagabond here, so you really got to savor it. But we also still have to win. So, like, life's a little confusing sometimes. This is a good start, though. Really want to keep that... Oh, it's a devil build, man. It's a ghost ball. We want to play... What do we want to play? A diamond flush. That's... Oh, hello, sir. We have our diamond flush. Discard me with a smile. A judgment card. Honest, I'm sorry to do it. You just... Oh, I've screwed up Vagabond. I was playing way too fast, man. It's okay. We, like... Oh, no. We're still... We haven't won yet. All right. We're getting $9 off devil cards here, though. You're disabled. Okay, I got it. You're giving me, like, decent mults. We can make this work. We can make this work. Runner is mighty tempting. An ante-3 runner. I'm not really paying too much attention to the hollow aspect of it. I'm trying not to, at least. What do we like to play? Not, it doesn't matter yet. We don't have, like, any enhanced cards, so the death card's kind of useless. Strength card can make more queens. Or more 2s, but that's last run. Obviously, you can sell and try judgment. We might be better off, honestly, just trying to make runner work. Straight builds are kind of hard to get going. With only 2 discards especially. But runner is something, man. Runner is something. I gotta think about it. The problem is then I don't know what to play. I guess we could always like just hard up some cards and then try to play like straight flushes. I guess I'm committing. I'm committing. You heard it here first. I'm committing. I'm reining it in. I'm reining it in. Kind of. What do we got? Let's think about this. So it's very important we play as many straights as possible. Sorry to the 2s on this one. Obviously, we got some flushes. I find this hard to believe. So we're gonna... Is this okay to throw Detritus? A death card? Something that's hard to play around with on a straight build. So it might actually be... I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. Holy cow, we doinked it. You're still only given 15 chips, but it's something. Then Temperance pops. Death, I can't believe it, but I think you sell it on this one. Vagabond gives you a great excuse to financially go all in. Hanged Man, kind of a similar boat, man. A tough thing to make work. But on a straight build, I think you want to buff cards that are like in the middle in terms of their numerical value. I'll take a Glass Heart 8, and Vagabond still works. Okay, remind yourself, we only want to play straights. Do we have... It's like we're not leaning towards anything right now. 10 Jack Queen King Ace. It sucks to play a devil card, but the incrementation from runner is much more important. Temperance card from Vagabond would hit the spot. I can live with that, man. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can live with that. Give me, just chariot anything. I think if we're playing this build, we have to acknowledge that we're gonna have to, you know, kill some of our sacred cows from time to time. That means we're gonna have to play gold cards. We're gonna have to play steel cards. Just embrace having them in the deck instead of worrying about like the opportunity cost. So I'm gonna hold a Hermit. I'm gonna try to buff Saturn. It sucks that we didn't get there, but you know, it's always, you can't take the planet away from us. We got 2 rounds of Vagabond left. This is at least nice. 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. Yeah. Very clever. Very clever. This is one of those ones where you just gotta say, like, are you kidding me, man? Okay, well, I'll throw Dookie at you. You're not gonna go this whole time without giving us a straight, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Now, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Things you'd love to see. Sorry to sell it, but we're kind of like... maybe we're not pot committed, but I feel pot committed on hearts right now. Wheel of Fortune's a great card when it works. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with a little Steel King in hand, just helping us out just that much more. Okay. And on this, you probably don't need to play best hand available. You probably need to play a pair, which now that I think about it, might be our best hand. So disregard what I was saying earlier. It does suck to sell a Judgment. But, well, you know what? We could probably dump Scary Face. Dump Scary Face, Hermit, try Judgment. It's not great, but it's playable. See if you get a Saturn. Like, these are... Oh my god, the one time I want to get Saturn, they're like, no shot. I will buy the voucher, man. We gotta kind of go all in here. Vampire it works insanely well with this build. Just because we're getting so many tarot cards anyway, which at least for a minute here. So we should be able. We have 7, 8, 9, 10 Jack already. Play that. It won't win too early. And then tarot card. I don't know what you do with Hanged Man, buddy. I have no idea. I'll tell you. We got 7, 8, 9, 10 Jack again. Don't worry about Vampire. He's gonna pop. You just got to give him a second, okay? We should use Hanged Man. I guess you, as crazy as it sounds, you probably try to cut the cards at the top. Obviously, you're going to dump this. Chariot is a nice thing to see. We're gonna have that get sucked up by Vampire right away. Never tell me the odds. Ace 2, 3, 4, 5 is another straight. It buffs Vampire a little bit. Magician card, great for Vampire. This is why I kept Judgment, okay? I guess now we have 3 consumable slots, so we didn't have to be as precious, but sell me, use me. I don't want it. Sell me. Give me Astronomer. We don't have to spend all our money anymore, but planet scaling is definitely something that might be interesting for us. If we could just get a Saturn, like, am I losing my mind? Obviously, a telescope would help us out, but, like, we shouldn't need a telescope to see the stars, man. I'm not thrilled about that, but I'm not going to hermit $1. Okay, so now tarot cards are going to be a little harder to come by. It is what it is. You dump a king, you dump a 10, and a 2, and a 1, 2, probably a 6 and a 5. I don't know why you would keep the 2 now that I think about it. Then, it's very important. You got to be on your best behavior, man. Vampire is now our win condition. So, playing 4 enhanced cards that also increments runner is awesome for us. That's great. It would also be awesome if we could play this glass 8 with perhaps a 6, 7, 8, 9, and then a little 5 thrown in. So you're already almost at ×2. That's really good. And we have a mult generator from Fortune Teller. We have a chip generator. Like, we have 3 progressive jokers. So if we're being realistic, what's the win condition? Well, like, getting some Saturns from the shop is going to help out. That's why Astronomer exists here. The other one is Econ. Pardon me, Econ. Sure, hearts, please. I'll live with it. Econ, so we can buy tarot cards, so we can keep Vampire buffing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. And runner, I mean, I previously thought, like before last week, when I had an amazing runner run on stream, I previously thought it was like too hard to make straights work for it to do anything. But actually, it turns out with +2 hand size, they're pretty easy to make, and like 15 chips per is a real sizable gain. So I'm not gonna sweat that. Things you love to see, man. 30 chips and 3 mult every time. And I'm thinking, realistically, the way you use a death card at this stage of my life, if you have to use, I was just going to say, if you have to use it to make a straight, then do it. But I'm now thinking, like, how could that ever come to pass? Because I don't think you can make a straight by duplicating a card. Okay, we'll play a pair of 2s on this one. You got to do what you got to do. I think what you do is you copy your purple seal to help you generate cards to buff Vampire even faster. I think this run has something. It's certainly not locked, but it's got something. It would be awesome to not forget to buy every planet as it shows up. And then we're Mercury maxing when we don't see Saturn. If we don't see both, I guess it's time to bust out the James Webb. Now you're going to decrease played poker hand. Unfortunately, I don't know that there's any way around that for us. Truth be told, I think I'm gonna hedge my bets. We'll have Vampire get a little buff. Oh, 2 pair hasn't been debuffed, so that was actually like totally fine. You copy you. 8, 9, 10 Jack Queen is beautiful. Discard these. Magician Empress. I really don't want to deprecate the straight, so I'm actually gonna, we're gonna be a little spicy on this one. If we have to play a straight at some point, we have to play a straight, but for now I'm just gonna try to thread the needle. Like, the more 2 pairs I can get, each one is worth like 17,000, right? 20,000, beautiful. I actually played strategically for once. It feels horrible. What happened to dignity, man? Saturn. I almost took Mars on that one, force of habit. So, it's a good time to think. As much as I love Astronomer, I don't want trading card, actually, for once. As much as I love Astronomer, we are... Huge. We are looking to dump it at some point. You can't be too precious with the jokers when you've only got 4 slots, right? We're looking to dump it at some point for, I don't even know, to be honest, which is not helpful. This is a kick in the teeth, man. I mean, I really want it. We have 5, 6, 7, 8. You should play that. It got us there anyway. I just wanted to get the devil card. I was overthinking. I really wanted to play a straight, obviously, for runner. But it is what it is. Anyway, I completely forgot what I was talking about just a moment ago. Be nice to copy you. Hanged Man is very risky. The only other thing I could do is Emperor. But with Emperor, I'd be thinking about getting a Temperance. So... Did you learn from Eminem? Your feminine rhymes are like sentimentum, a perennium. Okay, that's really hard to argue with. It's the best Joker in the game. So, and it's Eternal, which is actually a buff if we get Spectral packs, I guess. We want you to copy Runner until Vampire, I think. Now, don't shoot the messenger on this one, okay? I'm just doing my best. 3, 4, 6, 7, 9 seems like a great place to be. Never mind, because we're discarding our 3s. Well, we could discard 2 3s. 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10, Jack. I'm going to dump the ace, I'm sorry to say. I understand its goldness. It's gilded, but... Let's start 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Compatible, just making sure. Wow, that's a strong hand. Full deck. I don't think there's any reason to use the Sun card. We screwed it up with, well, it got screwed up when our Devil card took precedent, I suppose. No enhanced cards. I think I'm just going to play this, and it probably wins, but if it doesn't, we could play a straight after. I think this could be it, man. We just have 4, like, really, really good Jokers. And I should be spending on Celestials. This is the loss, like, the opportunity cost of losing Astronomer is economic, but you can't ignore Blueprint. And the Saturn picks are just, I'm feeling good about it. It played sets money to 0. All right, screw me, I guess. But whatever, you got to do what you got to do, man. You probably could play 2 pair here, but I don't want to deliberately handcuff myself for life. For life? For what? 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen. No, whatever. You're at 2.7. 2.7 is probably enough to win, but obviously, like, success relies on buffing Vampire even more, but we don't have to worry about it here. I mean, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could always get, like, 2 purple seals for our discard instead. That's 105,000 points. 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace, man. We don't have a Queen. Fool gives us Saturn. Things you cannot deny. 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen. 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. Great. Wow, you have to play it. Because I was thinking, like, we'll discard to see if we get a purple seal, but obviously that doesn't make sense. Even throwing a Dookie hand probably would have won. So Runner's at, like, Wii Joker levels. Like, it's doing great work. For a common, at a common denomination, like, that's spectacular, man. Hierophant is Vampire Fuel. Mega Celestial Pack. 1 Saturn justifies its existence. I'm thinking you probably go Mercury. We don't have one. We'll go Neptune. I don't know if we'll ever play a straight flush, but if it happens, it happens, man. What a beautiful draw. And just dump that. Moon and Temperance. Moon is a sellable, unfortunately, but 10 Jack, Queen, King, Ace is very nice. And you're going to look at this run, if we win, which I'm trying not to get too cocky, but it's in the cards possibly. You're going to look at this run, and you know what you're going to forget, and it's going to make me very sad? You're going to forget that Vagabond kickstarted this whole thing. You're going to say, look at what you did when you finally got rid of Vagabond. You don't understand. Vagabond is what got the show on the road, man. You're being churlish. You're being insubordinate. Must play 5 cards. Not a problem for a guy like me. I see 8, 9, 10 Jack. I'm loving every minute of it, Jerry. I see 8, 9, 10 Jack, Queen. I'm loving every second of it, Jerry. I'm loving every infinitesimal unit of time, the smallest delta you could possibly imagine. I see we have a straight. I'm sorry, I'm a different kind of beast. I can't believe I'm discarding like 5 of a kind, but 4, 5, 6, 7. We're not quite there. We're not quite there yet. I can't discard it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll play nothing. That was a 70,000 point hand of nothing. That's beautiful. And we're on ante-8. Boys. To paraphrase the GOAT. I'm not spending on blank on ante-8. You got to be out of your mind. I will buy a Mercury just because you never know. I want to see what the boss blind looks like here. All cards debuffed until 1 Joker sold. Our cards don't matter. Our cards don't matter. They generate, what, 50 chips for us total? We win. As long as we don't get a horrendous draw, which is always possible. Really trying to avoid jinxing myself, even though I don't think that it's a real thing that exists. But unless we get horrendous draw, we should be in there, man. And with 4 Jokers. Runner is shooting up the frickin' charts of quality Jokers in Balatro. No discards remain. Sad story. Because I really want those. Those purple seals have been helping Fortune Teller. They've been helping Vampire. Hermit. You know, you can't do any better than that right now. A Saturn card in the shop I wasn't even paying attention to. But okay, no Saturn here. And no Mercury. That's devastating. Hyperdimension Neptunia hooking us up, though. You never know with Pluto. Sometimes you just end up, you know, tossing it. How about like a Fool card that gives us an Emperor, that gives us a Fool, that gives us an Emperor, that gives us a Fool? I'm just thinking of things that could get Fortune Teller going. Because like, if there's anything disappointing right now, it's that Fortune Teller at plus 29 is actually like kind of... It's not quite at the level I expect it to be at. We don't really like a death card right now, to be honest. I never thought I'd say it, but it's the honest to goodness truth, man. Also, the honest to goodness truth, 7, 8, 9, 10 Jack. With a 375 chip runner dipped in Mama Liz's go frick yourself oil. I mean, this is preternatural, man. Devil card. What a beautiful gift for me, a devil card that allows me to play 3 enhanced cards right before the boss blind. Some for you, Glenn Coco. Some for you. Oh, I don't think we can lose. Sometimes that comes back to haunt me. I'm willing to tempt fate on this one. Take a 6/5 Magician. Ladies who like being sawn in half on Tinder have their bio be like. That took a minute to get there. 6/5 Magician. Oh, you mean Devin Booker? I don't know. I'm trying to... You know what? Let's just check. Let's see if I'm truly anointed today. How tall is Devin Booker? 1.98 meters. That's tall, man. 1.98 meters to feet. 6.49 feet, which is actually like 6'6", because of there's 12 inches in a foot, but oh, pretty close. We're pretty close on that one. I don't really want a tower card. I guess we might try endless on this one. If we make it. So don't get too cocky here. I mean, this is like 7 straight draws. We have 6, 7, 9. We have 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe we actually want 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's still 249,000 points for those of you who were doubting me. Runners still popping, 420 chips. Just feel the need to point that out, of course. How about endless mode? Because we did it, man. We just did orange steak. We still got gold, but this means something to a guy like me. I would go High Priestess, honestly. I mean, maybe at some point we are playing a Neptune. I don't know. How's Straight Flush doing? It's actually like almost as good as Straight. Tarot Merchant to keep you going and to keep Vampire going. Now, I will say, I do feel like this run probably falls off a little faster just because of the deck. You know, only having 4 Jokers only gives us, you know, a lighter degree of potential upside, but you got to take a crack at it when you get the chance. gonna sound a little crazy. Maybe it won't sound crazy at all. I am like... We're very close to making straight flushes. That pivot, if it holds, could really take us somewhere. Because there's obviously like much better scaling at that level. But, you know, we're holding out for a dream a little bit. I'm surprised how clean this run was, though. This wasn't like a goofy run in the slightest. This was just a nice, clean, you know, draw straights, play straights. Like, now I do think we're minimizing our ability to get straights at the low end theory here, but we're at the bright side, we're getting a lot more purple seals. You got to dump at the very least. And then you can go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At some point, again, maybe, you know, it's probably worth a test to put you here. So we got 325 off that one. Let's just dump this real quick. World card is meaningless to me. 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen. So we got 325,000 doubling runner. And we got 700,000 doubling vampire. Okay, good to know, because we would actually rather... if anything, put you here for a second. We would rather have the opportunity to play more hands. This is disgusting. No Neptune, no Saturn. In the list of best sailors in the anime. Like, that's... And none here, either? You got me buffing planets I've never been to, man. I'm drinking exotic beverages with fruits you've never heard of. Oh, right. That's fine. Honestly, I'm a different kind of beast. I don't really care about playing garbage on Anti-9. Doesn't bother a guy like me. Why did I play so many cards? You know... Probably should have played R3 now that I think about it, but... 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack. There you go. 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen. A little bit of a throw on that one. But don't let that distract you from the fact that I, The Undertaker, choke-slammed this run through a steel cage at WrestleMania. I don't know the joke. I'm kind of a... I'm a poser. I see 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack. I love to see a 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack. Can I tell you something here? Bit of a spicy play for a number of reasons, but it does help out our vampire as long as we're not too scared. I'm a little scared, like, and I think that's cool. I think it's cool to be scared because it means you're like in touch with your emotions. But I'm not like that scared. Like here, for example, you'd probably be like really scared. Well, I'm a different kind of beast, man. What's pair? Pair's not worth that much, I'm realizing. That being said, we're gonna play it. How about one of these? And then we're hoping to draw into a straight if necessary. That's not gonna happen. So we may have just lost. But that's a huge win for me because I get to go pee finally instead of just squirming around in my chair. I can live with that. I can live with an orange steak victory there. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!